Starting soon. Just making sure that it's working. Is it working? New technology scary. Boom, boom. I think it could be working.
Ladies and gentlemen, KocoSports.com proudly presents Wrestle AM. It's half wrestling show, half morning show, pretty much all BS. And of course, you got the Coco crew here holding it down live. Here's truly sexiest man on all Internet Wrestling Radio. Boom, boom, here shaking the room live from the RVA, Richmond, Virginia. And of course, join me there, way there in the outskirts of Tokyo, Japan, the man who has just completed his court ordered community service, Dave Koco.
Hey, what's up? Remember that really crappy transition? It is 100 times worse than it's ever been in
Yeah.
its life. Good news, boom boom. You had the most wonderful introduction to the crappiest. What is going on? All right, booms. Technical difficulties. Because normally it's here, and you click, and there's something down here, and it says, "Hey, big screen." I'm like, yes, I like big screen, but now it's not there. All right. I know the screen's messed up, bear friend. I don't know. All right, she can hear us. Screen's messed up. We can hear us. Booms. They said this was going to be a smooth transition. Do you feel it smoothing? Do you feel the
Yeah,
smoothness? How
oh yeah,
smooth do you feel right now? Is this the smoothest you've ever felt in your life?
it's supposed to be like a smoother like a baby's bottom, but instead it feels like going, knuckles first over a cheese grater.
Yeah, I imagine I hit something wrong.
Yeah, could be you.
Oh, it's definitely me.
But anyway, enough of your bitching. Let's just start the fucking show.
All right, let's start the show. Good news. We have the chat.
I hate you, Coco. I hate you so goddamn much.
Hey, how you doing? Everything's smooth. Nothing went wrong. Booms. I don't mean to say this, but that was as smooth as it comes. Me and you work in television. There's no smoother transition than that. That is the smoothest
Yeah,
transition
usually,
in the history of
yeah,
fucking
that kind
transitions.
of it baffles me because they tell you, pretty much in broadcast, if you make a mistake, don't dwell on it. Just keep moving. Don't draw any attention to it. Not Dave Coco. Hey, everything here's fucking up. This is not running fruit. Maybe this is my fault. I don't know what's going on. And I'm like, Coco, can we just do a fucking show? Do the show. Yeah, that's why we're on fucking Twitch now. Do a wrestling show. Oh, yes. Oh.
If it makes you feel better, Golden Star Alex is here. And that's all that matters. I got 2 weeks off. I guarantee the next transition won't be that bad. It will.
That's what I
There
need
was
to
like
do.
there's supposed to be a little button down here in the corner. I mean, the button disappeared.
Shut the fuck up, Dave.
Booms. I got 2 weeks off to figure this out.
Yeah, I know. Maybe that's what I need to do. I need to go work as a teacher in Japan so I don't have to fucking work.
All right, first off, that hurts, Boom Boom. That hurts. Okay.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
All right.
I'm glad.
I I
You
I
know, you can cry about it on your days off when you get to fucking sleep in late with your fucking girlfriend. Oh, boo hoo, woe is me. Boom Boom made fun of me for getting all this time off. Oh, maybe I should call. Oh no, wait a minute. He's at his fucking job.
Booms. Do you need a hug? Do you need a hug, Booms? Do you want to hug it out? Hug it out, Booms. Golden
Yeah.
Star Alex says Dave pressing fucking up and pressing the wrong button. Never heard that before. Yeah, I've never hit the wrong button a day in my life. That's
Yeah,
the
never.
first time. I want to apologize to Booms because he took it so well.
Yeah,
Booms.
Dave Coco. Dave, you're like the guy who used to play old school Nintendo, and then when he would die, he would, oh, it's the fucking controller. The fucking controller's broken.
No, I would just lie that I never
Yes.
hit the thing. No, I take my lumps like a man. Rick 1989, how's it going, Booms and Coco? Booms is a little cranky. All right.
Just a little. Just a little.
All right. You ready to rock and roll? Someone told me this was
Yeah.
once a pro wrestling podcast. Rick
Yeah.
1982, Golden Star Alex, boom boom. Let's transition to pro wrestling. Hot tag to you. What do you got to
All
say about the
right.
world of pro
Good,
wrestling,
good.
Booms?
Well, we're just about a couple of months away from the beginning of AEW. They're going to start their show on early October here, the same week that SmackDown moves over to Fox. And right now, we're getting a little bit more plans about what they're going to do. As far as their TV shows goes, one of the first things that we're going to see is they're going to do a build up to crown their first ever women's champion on AEW's TNT debut.
Mm-hmm.
And they've named some pretty interesting people that's going to compete at this. First of all, Jazz. I don't know if you remember her, former
Yeah.
ECW and WWE superstar. She's going to be involved with it.
I, I,
The
wa- I was
baddest.
I was I was always a big fan of Jazz. Hopefully, she still has it.
Yeah, I like Jazz. I've actually, way back in the day when I first started doing internet wrestling radio, I interviewed her. Super nice woman, and plus, I don't think she has to convince her husband Rodney Mack, too hard to go take out the damn trash.
Got it.
Because hey, I wouldn't mess with her. The baddest bitch in the building, Evilise, gonna be part of that,
Oh, that's nice.
and mhm, and this is all gonna be, they're gonna do like a build up here. It's gonna take place on August 31st, but there's a big name that just kind of came out of nowhere. Teal Piper. That is the daughter of Rowdy Roddy Piper. She's going to be a participant in AEW's Casino Battle Royal at the match during the All Out pre-show. And the women's match is going to, this is going to include all female participants this year, and the winner is going to get a shot at the Women's World Championship. So you're going to mix in the girls that they already have, along with these three other additions here. This, for one, I didn't even know that Teal Piper was even training to be a wrestler. Has not said how long she's been training to be a wrestler. Doesn't say when she started, where her progress is. But this is, pretty big because she looks just like him. God bless her.
Yeah. To me, this is gonna be very interesting, and I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. If these girls can go, I'm really interested. Because most of them, they can go, but they haven't been on television or anything in a while. So you hope that they could still go. Is Jazz still an NWA champion?
No, she's not. Sienna's the women's champion over with the NWA.
Yeah, because my whole thing about I know Captain Marvel and women and all that fun stuff. All that matters
Mhm.
is if they're talented. That's
Oh
all
yeah.
that That's all that matters. And at one time in these women's lives, I'm not saying much for Piper's daughter. That's going to be more of a wild card. I'm not sure what's going to be that. But these women were very talented at one time in their lives. Are they still talented? That's a thing to be seen. Because sometimes when you see someone, you're like, wow, man, I can't wait to see them. And then they impress you. And sometimes it's like, oh, shit, they got it. So, yeah,
I think it's safe to say I think it's a good idea to put her in the battle royal because that way she can because you're very limited because if she doesn't have all that much experience I think that's the safest thing
oh,
they can do
definitely.
for her because they bring her in there she can go like do like maybe if she can only do one move well it doesn't matter what is one move she can run in there when her number is called or whatever her suit's pulled whatever they're doing with all elite wrestling she can hit this huge flurry okay, and then she gets tired of the mix, and then it's like, okay, if she's not conditioned, or if that's all she can do, boop, dump her out. Oh, there we go. We've just seen Roddy Piper's daughter debut. I'm looking at it here. Who do I would like to see somebody. Let's see if we're gonna have the what. Okay, we're gonna have All Out. We're going to have this women's battle royal, and the winner's going to get a shot at it. But who's she going to take on? Is she going to take on Brandy Rhodes' handpicked competitor? Have they said how they're going to pick the other woman to compete for the championship at the first ever uh, AEW TV show?
Not that I know of, but I've been working crazy this week. Has Awesome Kong even been mentioned in this conversation?
I don't know if she's in it yet. I don't know if she's part of that battle royal. I think that's the reason why I asked because I'm thinking it would make sense for Brandy Rhodes to go ahead and just put her in the main event because she would be like the hand-picked champion, and then you would have like this challenger have to go through all this, go through this adversity to get the championship.
Yeah, I'd root for Awesome Kong, Jazz, and then
Oh yeah, I love me
them.
some Evil Lease.
Yeah, release. That was what I was trying to think. I was gonna call it Miss Lucha Underground. I was like, no, that might be disrespectful. If
Yes,
release,
yes,
if release, yeah.
yeah,
So those are the three that I'll be
and I
rooting for.
and I don't know if these are just one-offs or if they're part of it here. But all it says is, that the women's casino battle royal will take place at the All Out pre-show. The winners will become the first contender for the inaugural AEW Women's Championship, and the first women's champion will be crowned on AEW's debut on Wednesday, October the 2nd. There's going to be 21 entrants, and remember they're going to do the suits here. But so far, people that's going to include people who are signed, but it's also mentioning, let's see here, Teal Piper, Eva Lee's Jazz, as we just said, Nyla Rose, Britt Baker, good to see she's healthy again, Yuka Sakazaki, Ali, Brandy Rhodes, and that's all we've got so far. Now we've got a long time. We've got a few more weeks, so certainly some announcements will be coming in a time. Let's see here. And Golden Star Alex says, "Is Eva Lee signed for full time for AW or just this show? I would love to see her there full time." I agree. As far as her being there, as I think it sounds like it's just a one off, is what it sounds like. Now, I'd like to see her go full time because I loved her work in Lucha Underground. I think she had some bad breaks, because she broke her ankle in that first Epic season, and then she hurt herself again. I think it was at season 2, season 3. She hurt herself again and was out for majority of that season. So I'd like to see her just just finally just have something go her way. And even Alex even brings up, says, "Hey, $5 says Brandy gives herself the Joker's card." You know what? I think that'd be a perfect heel move. I actually love that idea.
I don't. Outside of bringing an Awesome Kong, to me, maybe it's because WWE has ran this into the ground, but also a lot of indies have run it into the ground. We don't fucking need heel owners. I'm kind of sick of it. And I know she's not an owner, but she's basically the,
She's the chief brandy officer.
whatever. But she's pretty much in charge of all the women. And I don't know, I'm just tired of fucking the heel act. It's like, oh, you fucking run something and you're an asshole. I don't know. I just think if you ever went to an indie event, or especially the shittier the indie event, you know, I'm not talking about faction leaders. I'm just talking about I own the company and I'm a heel. Like, okay, hear me out, Booms. maybe I'm the asshole here. But
Well, you are, but that's beside the point.
if you're the fucking owner of a goddamn company and you're an asshole and you hate everyone, just shut it down. Tell people to go home. The event's over.
Yeah, that's kind of hackneyed. Gold Star Alex says that Tony Khan has said he does not want to be an on-screen boss character. I think that's a great move.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Dixie Carter once said that.
Yeah, but I kind of agree with you. I do think the on-screen, the heel authority figure is something they need to AEW especially needs to get away from, especially if they want to differentiate themselves from WWE. Because realistically thinking, well, if the owner's a bad guy, and why are you're giving money to somebody that you hate? And I know it worked. Yeah, it worked one time.
Does Dave Koco work for you? That's every boss that's ever hired me.
Yeah, it worked. It worked for Austin McMahon because it made a little bit of sense. But ever since they've done that, they just everybody has gone to that formula, and they just can't capture that magic again. So I would get away from it. But if it was me, I would definitely have a babyface win this. I would have okay, this is just me here. If I wanted to tell a story, I would have Allie win it because she's a little plucky underdog. She's got beef with Brandy, and then she goes up against Awesome Kong for the championship. She gets wrecked by Awesome Kong, and Awesome Kong becomes the first ever women's champion. And then you set up a feud between Allie and Brandy. And then meanwhile, since something they teased the last show, I would have Awesome Kong, her first challenger be Aja Kong, because we're going to see some big name battles. and then I would turn it into now. But if I wanted to make headlines, if I wanted to be a little controversial, I would have Nyla Rose win the Battle Royal because she's the first ever transgendered professional wrestler. So you're talking, okay, it's I'm trying to watch how I phrase this because I don't want people to take it the wrong way, but you're going to have Awesome Kong essentially versus a real man. And it's like, ooh, now she can beat any woman, but technically, this is a transgendered female. How is she going to fare against, Nyla Rose? And I think that would just, give them a lot of publicity. One, because it's historical, and two, it's like, well, let's see how she holds her own against somebody like Nyla Rose. Because she's just as big and just as powerful. This isn't going to be a walk in the park. So that's a couple of scenarios that I would pitch.
Yeah, to me, I don't know. I like the idea of your first one. A face goes against Kong, then Kong becomes the first champion, and then you build up to your second idea. Because to me, I think if you go right off the bat with your second idea, where do you go from there? Where if you have the face, then you have Awesome Kong, and then you know what I mean? I think
Mm-hmm.
it's more dominoes and better content. So yeah.
That's a couple ideas there, and plus we're getting more plans for the number of pay-per-views that all wrestling plans to do. Now, according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, there is going to be another pay-per-view in 2019 following All Out. They're going to have four pay-per-views scheduled. AEW is going to have four pay-per-views scheduled for 2020. Now, right now, we don't have any details about where they'll be, what they'll be named, how big the capacity will be for those arenas. Uh, and there will be just more stuff coming up on TNT that's just not announced yet. So they've got some room to grow. And Coco, I honestly think four pay-per-views is actually a pretty realistic number for something to do in 2020, because if you're going to start asking people to pay, $50, $60 for a pay-per-view, then you need to spread it out far enough to where when it comes around, people are like, oh, okay, okay, well, it's only, they have a quarterly pay-per-view. Now they're asking me to pay $60 for it. Okay, I'll pay the $60 for it. And now they better deliver. And then you've still got three more months to build up to the next one. I think it's baby steps. I think it's a great move. It's better than being oversaturated with a pay per view every 4 weeks.
I agree with everything you say. I just want to add something else, and maybe it's
Okay.
me being stubborn. Maybe it's me because I live overseas. Saturday night pay-per-views. Saturday night pay-per-views. The whole world can see a Saturday night pay-per-view. Sunday night pay-per-views. You just chopped off a chunk of the world that has to go to work. Most jobs around the world, you know,
Mm-hmm.
have Sunday off. That's yeah. I watch more NXT pay per views because WWE pay per views. It's the same thing. I think Saturday night American time is the best because around the world they can see that pay per view. And if you're gonna have Kenny Omega and a working relationship with any of the Japanese feds, it's a good idea. And WWE is really good at that. Like WWE knows when Japanese holidays are because they push Japanese talent on NXT. Every time there's been a Japanese talent on NXT that got a big deal, that came out on a week of a Japanese holiday. So someone in WWE is getting their fucking act together. And I don't know about you, but I'm saying for the rest of the world, Saturday night is perfect. Would it
Yeah, I
change
think
your Would it change your buying habits and at all if it moved from Sunday to Saturday?
well, no, but for a different reason. I work on the weekends, so I wouldn't purchase it if it was on Friday night, Saturday night, or Sunday night because I have to work those evenings. But
Hard
aside from that,
times.
let's just, yeah, I know, hard times. Let's say that didn't happen, that didn't exist. Let's say I didn't have this current job that I'm in. I do like the idea of a Saturday night pay per view because, I could sleep in on Sunday if I absolutely have to. Like Sunday, you kind of start looking at your watch because you're just like, God, I got to be at work in the morning. We need to wrap this. We need to wrap this pay per view up here. Where Saturday night, if they run like 10, 15 minutes over, it's like, oh, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, and I agree with that 100%. So More Saturday night pay-per-views. It just makes life easier and better. Saturday night pay-per-views is it's at. I think Sunday night pay-per-views have to be dying because the thing is, what benefits Sunday is Saturday night you go out and party. Sunday night you just chill out, watch a
Yeah,
pay-per-view.
I think that's the whole idea behind it is that people, mainly some of your audience that would watch it, are going to be out, they're going to be active, they're going to be doing stuff Saturday night, but you know they'll be in on Sunday night because they got to get up and go to work the next day.
Yeah. But
That's
also
the whole
too,
concept
like
behind it.
I think pay-per-views, at least when I was in America, man, 14 years, it was more of an event. Like when there was a huge boxing fight on, it didn't change your schedules. You just went to a bar to drink to watch that fight, then continued out partying. I think the same thing with UFC. I don't think it hurts UFC. I think it's like, oh, this is a reason to get drunk and then to go out and party. So there you go. All right, so yeah, hopefully it goes well. I'm a big fan and supporter of AEW. All right, Booms, you want to go live comments or you want to rock another news story? I know you're
Well,
short on time.
well, actually, we have been rocking live comments because I've been bringing up between Rick 1982 and Golden Star Alex. But one thing that I haven't brought up is something that Rick 1982 posted. And that was, hey, have they thought about making AEW action figures? I would not doubt it if it was in the plans.
Well, and
You know,
oh, go ahead, sir.
yeah, because they're right now they're rolling out the promotion, so I don't think they're going to have to do. I mean, you got to have some places to go. So let's just get the promotion rolled out. But yeah, I wouldn't count it out.
And I apologize who didn't, but Stardom is going to be having a Fire Pro thing. And speaking of AEW and promotion, there's a connection here, video game wise. Ukes and 2K, WWE 2K, have gone their separate ways for like first time in 20 years. And it's because Ukes said they're going to make another wrestling game. And if you're Ukes, why wouldn't you have AEW? You know what I mean? I mean, if
Right.
you're gonna fucking if you're gonna fucking rock the boat because you want to do another wrestling company, it costs you pretty much a 20-year relationship. That shit better be AEW. You know what I mean? So yeah, I find it to be interesting. So a lot of pro wrestling video game news, Boom, and you thought we weren't gonna have a Twitch tie-in.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd have any on there. That just colored me surprised. All right, next item on the agenda here is Coco. This is kind of a nostalgia bomb for old fucks like you, but Billy Corgan has announced that the NWA, that's right, the National Wrestling Alliance, is making a weekly television show. Not only are they going to make it, they're actually going to tape it. They're going to tape on September 30th and October 1st in Hotlanta, GA.
Man, it's crazy how much fucking wrestling's out there. Man, Booms, we're gonna have to retire soon so we can cover all this shit again.
Yeah, I know. We're going to have to quit our day jobs and go full time doing this. Uh, I mean, one, I do want to say congratulations. It's been a long time coming. I'm interested to see about, where the NWA is going to go. Then, and plus, props to Billy Corgan because NWA, let's just face it, has not been relevant since the last time I would honestly say that they were relevant is when the NWA World Heavyweight Championship was being defended on TNA. That was the last time the championship, but the NWA as a promotion has not been relevant since about the 80s.
Yeah, and I
I
love it. I
mean,
grew up an NWA guy. I love the NWA.
because everybody gets all huffy puffy about, oh yeah, the NWA, Ric Flair, Harley Race, George Hackenschmidt. Uh, and they go, all records go all the way back to even has Abraham Lincoln held a championship there. But I'm like, okay, yeah, you're gonna brag about all these people like Dusty Rhodes. You're gonna brag about people like Ricky Steamboat. But name me the are you gonna name me like the besides Nick Aldis right now? Name me the last five NWA World Heavyweight Champions.
I mean, I'd have to guess. I don't even know. I can't. The Nick Aldis, Cody Rhodes. That's cheating now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Cahagas was there. I think Cabana, maybe. Who did he feud with Cabana? There's probably a lot of
No.
people in between him and Cahagas. The Sheik.
Oh yeah, Yeah,
Yeah.
the Blue Demon Jr., Scrap Iron, Adam Pierce, Colt Cabana, Tim Storm.
Yeah. So,
Uh,
oh, Tim Storm had it
and
for a long time.
yeah, he had it for a long time, but he would go. But there's a little bit of controversy with that because at one point he went like 6 months without defending the championship.
He was like, just fucking, I pulled a Brock Lesnar. Um, as far as the NWA goes, I grew up on it. I really enjoyed the Ring of Honor NWA show, and everyone's trying to do something different. I think that feel of old school. It don't have to be an old school promotion, but that look and feel was
Mhm.
nice. So,
Yeah, but now here's the thing. Now they're going to try to. Now Corgan's promising some quote unquote unscripted, uncensored opportunity to connect with fans and tell stories. So I'm hoping they have some kind of coherent story. I wonder how they're going to do this because right now here's the people that they've got signed. I mean they've got Nick Aldis, Eli Drake, James Storm, and Allison Kay are like the big names that they have, and PC Villain Enterprises is your tag team champions.
man, you're
I mean,
you're definitely driving that bus on nostalgia. I mean, and I'm not knocking those guys. That is a great mid card. That is not a roster to build a television show around.
I mean, do you feel like they? Well, for one, I'll give props to Billy Corgan for at least trying to make the NWA relevant. Getting off his ass and actually doing something as the NWA's owner and president. So I'll give him credit where credit is due. But one, does he have the talent to make it to keep this thing going? And plus, are we worried about oversaturation?
I think that's got to be a huge factor. Defiant just went
Mhm.
down. Yeah, over. Yeah, because here's the thing, I'm literally trying to get back into it. I'm gonna watch NXT. I'm gonna watch the G1 finals, and I'm gonna watch SummerSlam and review them. I'm doing that on this show, and that's not even the tip of the shows this weekend. It is insane. And this is me and Boom Boom. We used to do this 7 days a week. We used to do this 7 days a week. And even us, we're just like, dude, this is a lot. This is a lot. And I don't know. I don't know, man. I think, know what this reminds me of, though, Booms? This could come back. We're old. We see stuff go.
Mhm.
Remember, like, radio networks and blogs where they combined together? It wasn't so individual. If there's
Mhm.
more and more content, I could see like radio, like online personalities merging together and be like, okay, you guys are the NXT guys of the group. You know what I mean? I could
Yeah,
see
kind
that
of, kind of,
happening in the
kind of like
future.
what the What Culture and the Cultaholic guys do.
I have no idea what they do.
Well, I mean, they have guys that tend to cover, not always, but tend to cover one particular product over
Yeah.
others.
So
They have
that,
like specialties that kind of focus on that.
I mean, that's the only way. I mean, the days of two fucking fat guys screaming and yelling at each other into a webcam, watching everything. You need more fat guys. That's the point. That
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
point. You definitely need more fat guys. And it's hard
yeah.
because now technology, even though we fuck it up, is a lot easier. So it's like, why the fuck do I have to be a team? So it's not even the technology or the cost like it was back in our day. It's time. How the fuck are you going to cover everything? Impossible. Like, right now, go to Wrestling Rant and watch the G1 review because, fuck, I just don't have time. I literally don't have time. And that breaks my heart because I used to cover the G1 like crazy. That was our staple.
Hmm.
Remember that? Good times,
Yeah, man,
boom.
that's good times, man. I've got triple mania on the back burner right now. Before I'm trying to get to that, sometime in the next couple of days. Because I mean, it's been like a week since it's happened, but I'm trying to find time to watch it because I've been following the G1.
I'm following the G1 just as a fan. I'm so far behind. I'm gonna review the final day, but the rest of it I'm just gonna enjoy as a fan and point you to Wrestling Ranting. I think that's fair.
Mhm.
It's like I'm not gonna catch up and fucking no. I'm just gonna enjoy it and watch it. So,
Mhm.
all right, Booms. You want to go some live comments over here on next side of the screen, or do you want to next story or mix
Oh
it up?
yeah. Well, let's just see. Golden Star Alex, he's been tweeting like a trooper. God bless him. And he says, "Is there any word on this NWA weekly show that will be on TV or online?" That's a good question. That we don't have the answers to that. As soon as I hear something, I'll tell you. You're seeing and hearing the same things that we're hearing. All we know is it's going to tape on September 30th and October 1st in Atlanta. I don't know when it's going to go. I would say it would be safe to say it's going to go online because I think at least the NWA has a website and a fucking Facebook page. So at bare minimum, you got that. Maybe they have a YouTube channel.
Well,
So
here,
you would.
I'm sorry. If it's not online, it doesn't exist. We just live in that generation. Like, if it's not online, it does not fucking exist. Period. You'd be like, we got a TV deal. All right, cool. That's why shout out to MLW. They have a television deal. They put everything up on YouTube. Booms. Think about with the pirating and all that. Would you even consider watching MLW if they didn't put it online? Like, what? Yeah, no. It's insane. Dave, wasn't that what Pro Wrestling.me was supposed to be? Listen, Pro Wrestling.me was a team of people where Boom Boom's like, this ain't gonna work. And everyone besides Boom Boom said, no, it is, because we're all gonna do stuff. And Boom Boom's like, no, they're not gonna fucking do shit. And I'm like, no, Booms, you're right. And it's like, hey, KocoSports is named after me. They're fucking crying. Let's make it, and we'll see. I was wrong. Boom Boom was right. I was wrong. Boom Boom was right. How many of these motherfuckers are like, well, if we had our own thing, we could do it. Boom Boom. Me and Boom Boom don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. But there's one thing me, him, and even the Irish guy, Jerry, fucking will admit. Motherfuckers will say they're going to do something and not. That's it. That's just fucking science.
Yeah, I mean, I think what happens is people get into this thinking, oh, well, I'm just going to, okay, step one, get online. Step two, do show. Step three, make millions and millions of dollars because I'm going to be the next Ninja. I'm going to be the next PewDiePie. All these people are going to tune in to see me. I'll get too big for this. I'll do my own show and I'll make my living off the internet. And then they get online and they figure out that's not really the case. Because, and I think that's the reason why we've had so many people come and go on this channel over the years is because they get on there, they start, they watch these shows, they take notes, they do this research, they get on there, they do a show, they'll dedicate at least probably, let's just say about an hour to it. And then what they'll do is they'll look back at the reviews and be like, well, that's hardly anybody watching. Why do I want to keep doing this? Why do I want, you just got to do it because you love it.
Yeah.
That's a problem. That's a problem I have on this internet fucking personalities. It's like, dude, you don't make a living doing this shit. Get that fucking shit out of your head.
The odds of it are very against it, and the thing is, the people that tell you that they're making a fucking quick buck off of you. And we're not saying it's impossible. Boom Boom might be saying it's impossible. I'm saying mathematically it's as close to impossible as it gets. Now, and this is guys that Boom Boom makes a living off television. I made a living off television, writing, and radio. It's not as easy as people think. And I just want to read this. Dave's motto: always say yes because no one will go through with it. Oh, all the time. Ask Boom Boom. I'm some random fine person like, I want to host a show. Welcome aboard. Boom's like, he's not going to do it. I'm like, I know. Was Combat TV easy, Dave? It was groundbreaking. It was definitely not easy. We had to explain to people what streaming television was. Could you imagine that now? Like literally, Not only did we have to sell our product, but we had to sell what streaming television was.
This is what circa 2006, 2007.
Yeah. And we made really good money in Brazil and other countries. And a lot of people were like, oh, fucking put commentary on it. Put commentary on it. We didn't put commentary on it, and the other fucking countries loved it. And was it easy? It was definitely difficult, but it was fun. I think that's it. You know what I mean? It's when you look back on it, you think it's easy, but it wasn't. And not only that, but we had a 3-4 man team, and all 4 men busted their fucking ass. And if one of those 4 men didn't bust their ass, it would have come crumbling down. So I'm very grateful. James Legend, Dick from Channel 125, Jerry, and me. So, and even me, I probably worked the least, but fucking I was Robin Hood it. I always Robin Hood it. It's like, hey, fucking this guy's better at this than me. Fucking let's give him the job. Yeah, because everything was called a cutter. Goddamn right, everything's called a cutter. Booms, any more stories?
Yeah, one more, and we can call it, or we can just throw it out to the audience. Is more names have been added to the Super J Cup. Now that's going to take place August 22nd through the 24th in Tacoma, Washington, San Francisco, California, and Long Beach, California. So right now, the new competitors being added are Rocky Romero, Clark Connors, Jonathan Grisham, and Soberano Jr. is from CMLL. They're joining the likes of Amazing Red, Bushi, Yo, Taiji Ishimori, Ryusuke Taguchi, Karistico, Sho, TJP, and Dragon Lee.
Is Liger on this fucking card?
And now this is like his retirement tour, man. I don't think he's
Is it
on there
really
unless
on
it's.
this fucking?
Well, I mean, like I said, this thing takes place on the 22nd, and he could be like a last minute, draw to kind of get people in the door.
Yeah.
I mean, this really he's hosting the whole thing. If you want to look at it, kayfabe wise.
Well, I am. To me, I'm super excited about this. This was one of my favorite tournaments back in the day, and I'm glad New Japan is expanding to America. I'm not happy that a bunch of fucking fans act like they've been fans from day one. Boom, boom. I swear to fucking Christ. Can I just fucking make fun of someone on Twitter? I'm not going to use the Twitter handle because I forgot. If I remembered the Twitter handle, I would. Tags me in it. This is the best G1 I ever saw. I'm a couple days behind. So, you know what I mean? I'm like, this is the best G1 I've ever saw. I followed up with, because, if Wrestling Ryan says it's the best G1 he ever saw, I'm like, okay, that guy's seen a couple G1s. If it's someone that doesn't work for New Japan and says it's their best G1, and I know they've seen a bunch, now I'm going to go ahead. You know what I mean? No, because, if you work for New Japan, I hate people that fucking are like, well, I reference my New Japan news from a New Japan employee. Why? Don't even bother wasting your fucking time. But, so I'm like, fuck it, dude. I'm on a train. I'm squished asshole deep into Japanese people. I'm like, man, I'm a couple days behind on a G1. Fuck yeah, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch the final day, and then I'm going to go back and rewatch it. I'm watching it out of order, which I hate to do, but I'm doing it. I'm going to watch it out of order. So I'm just like, I don't know this guy. I'm just going to fucking tweet him back. How many G1s have you seen? And out of nowhere, this motherfucker goes, oh, it's my first one. Why the fuck you tweeting me? This is your best G1. Booms. It's my favorite G1 out of all one of the G1s I've seen. So there you go. All right. So there. No.
Yeah, I mean it's a good. Yeah, I mean it's a good G1. I mean, last year was the first G1 I was actually able to watch. All the way through. I'd watched G1 matches before that, but I mean I had to watch it out of order. I didn't get to watch everything. I was lucky that hell we were even lucky if the matches had English commentary on it. So but now thanks to the accessibility of New Japan, I'm able to watch it, and I will definitely say that this year I find to be a lot more enjoyable than last year's.
Yeah, I don't know. It's out of order. I'm just saying, don't tweet me and say it's the best fucking G1 you've ever saw, and it's the first G1 you ever saw. That's all I'm asking. Maybe I'm the fucking asshole here. I don't know. I officially have become grumpy grandpa of New Japan.
Yes, you have.
Literally. And not only that, but it always happens. Booms, a band becomes popular, and then once it reaches a certain part of popularity, it fucking sucks. Or a sport. Let's be completely honest. UFC peaked at UFC 100. Everything else fucking sucked. But there's that breaking point where you meet these Wikipedia fans that are like, I know fucking everything. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Have you ever had something like that? ECW, UFC, New Japan. Have you ever had a product that you completely fucking enjoyed, you wanted it to take off, and then when it takes off, you're just like, fuck these people. Tampa Bay Buccaneer football? No? Have you ever had a product? It could be any type of product. Has there been a product that you hope it took off, and then when it took off, you realized fucking human beings are scumbags?
Oh God. You know, if I want to keep
Wrestle
with the
AM,
wrestling,
pro wrestling
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Go ahead.
If we want to keep with the wrestling analogies, yeah, it was when the Monday Night Wars were still heating up because I was watching wrestling, back when WWF and WCW were struggling, and hell, people, kids made fun of me for watching fucking
Oh
wrestling.
yeah, I was that way with
But
Marvel and
but
wrestling.
but then when people started to know who Steve Austin was, who Bill Goldberg was, the same kids who made fun of me were coming up to me in school asking me, yeah, so tell me about this rock guy. Who is he? What does he do? Why does he do that thing with his eyebrow? And I'm like, yeah, okay, fuck you.
Well, yeah, but at least they're not coming up to you saying it was the best G1. The Rock is the
Yeah.
best Rock I've ever seen in my life. I've seen a lot of Rocks in my time, but that Dwayne Johnson, wow. Booms. Remember when wrestling,
Hard
man?
times.
Yeah, hard times, hard times.
Mhm.
All right, Booms. Live. Anything else? What were we talking about? I want to get a T-shirt that just says that. What were we talking about? Dave
We were,
Koco.
ta- we were talking about the Super J Cup.
Oh
Just
yeah,
add
I'm
new
super
entrants.
excited for that. I can't wait. I've been really excited about New Japan, and I have a weird place. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I shouldn't be so cranky. But I'm enjoying the product, but not enjoying the fans. And you know what? I already have that with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't need that with New Japan. And long term booking T-shirt.
You know, you keep talking about like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers like it's the absolute worst thing in the existence of history.
No,
But
no.
well, now I know
All
I'll
right,
give
go
you
on.
one better. I have a coworker, and and I've got nothing but respect for him now. He is he's a diehard Cleveland Browns fan.
Nice dog pound. Yeah, I actually love the Bucks, and it's not even the fact that they fucking lose. I, as a sports reporter, realized I love the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and despise their fan base. Just fucking despise it. Like, it's one of those things. I'm like, I'm a Buccaneers fan. I'm like, so am I. I just slowly walk away. Like, good. That's good. Good on you, bro. Good on you. You don't even know who fucking Courtney Hawkins is. You know what I mean? Oh man, Dave, when do you play the Frontiers in Madden 20? Fuck Madden 20. I fucking pre-ordered Madden 20. Spent like $200 on it. It's fucking shit. Just pure fucking shit. I think I have to fucking play as a team and then fucking suck and get I don't. Fuck Madden 20. Booms. If you get anything out of this wrestling show, fuck Madden 20. I'll play Madden 20 this weekend. I have a love-hate relationship. Remember how we used to love-hate WWE until we one day just
Mhm.
hated it?
Yep.
Madden is my new WWE. Dude, have you ever bought a game, pre-ordered, super excited, and maybe 2 or 3 hours in, you're like, this is fucking horrible. Madden 20. Madden fucking 20. But yeah, so there you go. Booms? Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the J Cup. Hopefully it'll be on New Japan World. Can watch it. High fives all around. There we go. Booms. We wrapping this bad boy up.
Yeah, well, we get just a heads up. G1, the last two shows are this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. A block and B block, about roughly it's 3 minute, about 3 minute each block. You can check it out.
Yeah,
So
I'm super excited. And Ibushi Okada. Good God. Good God. I'm excited.
take all my money, right?
All right, Booms. We're gonna review more on the Twitch machine. Okay, and I'm gonna podcast more. I'm gonna have the next 2 weeks
Oh, by
off.
the way, can I make it just like a prediction, just so like because I just really want this on video and archive, just for the sake, just so I can say that I said it. Do
Okay.
you think since they're gonna do 2 nights of Wrestle Kingdom, that there's gonna be some kind of shenanigans, some kind of like weird thing going on with Wrestle Kingdom, like in the G1 that trickles over to Wrestle Kingdom?
I don't know, but I hope not. Um, A, got my tickets to Wrestle Kingdom. Bear Friend hooked that up. Bear Friend tried to fucking heel turn me. She's like, I'm gonna get it later. And then one day at work, they were there. I was like, oh, Bear Friend, oh, bitch. And yeah, so we got tickets and dude, they're already advertising it on the trains. They're not advertising the G1 finals. They are advertising 2 nights of Wrestle Kingdom. And it's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's on trains and everything. I was going to take a picture, but I was just too fucking lazy. So, dude, my Instagram fucking sucks. Like, I'm always like, dude, I'm going to fucking become an Instagrammer. I just always forget. Like, I take the picture and I'm like, I'm going to put it on later. It's not fucking later, Graham. I'm the fucking, maybe I'll fucking just dump a full bunch of photos on. But yeah, super excited. So yeah, I can't wait. Booms, you have to come for Wrestle Kingdom, brother. That's what you got to do. You got to come. Yeah, so I don't know. I have my dream matchup, but yeah, you want to hear my dream matchup? Boom, boom.
Go right in.
All right, Okada wins the G1. He gets the fucking briefcase and calls out Kenny Omega. That's it. Or he gets the fucking or Ibushi wins, and then Okada faces him off, and then Omega walks him out to the ring. There you go. And then night 2, that's night 1's main events. Night 2's main events, because Okada, of course he's going to win. He's Okada. And the second one, I love Okada too. I know other people don't like Okada, but come on. And there's way worse options than him. But the second night, are you ready? He beats fucking someone, and then it's like, oh, who's the fucking leader of Chaos? Chaos comes out in the ropes, doesn't celebrate, and Nakamura comes back and kicks him out. And then he, going into next year, is Nakamura versus Okada. That's it. There you go. Boom, boom, cheap plug. If you want to see me play Fire Pro Wrestling better than Dave, watch my streams. That's from Golden Star Alex. I'm going to an indie show tonight. Last indie show, the Young Bucks before AEW. That's pretty awesome.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah,
congratulations on that.
My bold prediction is still Okada wins the G1 and chooses Ibushi for night 1 and Naito for night 2. That'll happen, but it's a bold prediction. I think we need double Okada night. Double Okada night at the thing. Because, man, yeah. So there you go. So yeah, super excited. Booms, do you have anything to plug?
No, I'm good. I, make my money, working, so I don't have to get on the internet and play video games and write books.
First off, I write books and play video games because I love it. Second off, I have like 97 jobs, Booms. 97. And I just want to write books and play video games. Does that make me a bad person? Does that make me a bad person? Maybe. Operation Freak Show, Amazon. Follow us on Twitch. We're on the road to 100 subscribers. 100 followers. I don't know how fucking Twitch works. And, not so fast, my fellow friends. This next 2 weeks, we have off. SummerSlam. Gonna review it completely blind. NXT. Gonna review it about a month or 2 months behind. New Japan. G1 Finals. Gonna review it a couple days behind. So you know what? I'm going into a lot of these things blind. Let's see who wins. Booms, quick prediction about SummerSlam. Obviously not about the card. I'm going to watch SummerSlam completely blind. The scale of enjoying it, 1 to 10, and not the matches, just the pre-show and the video package. How much do you think I'll be hyped up for these matches? Because I did not grow up a WWE fan. But I respected WWE to hype me up for matches. I think they even lost. I think they're not even good at being WWE anymore. So will the video packages hype me up for these matches like they did back in the day? And the second thing is, win, loss, or tie, what do you think the review will be? Do you think it'll be like WrestleMania, just the longest tie ever? What do you think? Going in blind. I'm going in blind.
I think the packages and stuff will get you at least hyped, get you interested, but I think maybe one of those matches will deliver, and I think you'll probably give it maybe a weak tie.
All right, there we go. So, Booms, are you watching any of these big events this weekend?
I'm following the G1. I'm all in on that one for right now because I've followed everything this far.
Nice. Check out Wrestling Rantin'. He's reviewing the G1. And Golden Star says, Dave has made a whole like 20 bits here, Booms. That's a whole 20 cents. Booms.
Yeah, I don't know what they do, but we're supposed to beg for them.
We do have to beg for bits. Booms. I'm not very good at the math, but I think I've made $18. I don't mean to brag, Booms. $18? Did you make $18 playing video games?
If I did, I'd be getting some cheese on my Whopper.
Oh, yeah. High five. Pa-pow! All right. On the road to 100 followers. That's what we're going. The real question is, how many times will Dave fall asleep during his attempt to watch SummerSlam? No, if I fall asleep once, that's in the review. I'm not. The WrestleMania, I just fell asleep a million times and tried to watch it. Nope. That Booms in the review. If I fall asleep, that goes in the review and that's it.
Okay.
I ain't gonna fucking, no, this is a one-time attempt deal. One-time attempt deal. And dude, it'll be like the best or worst review ever. I'm gonna like even mention when I checked out Twitter. Like I went for a walk. Like, it's their job to entertain me. That will be the review. All right. Welcome to our SummerSlam review. I fell asleep during the opener. Thanks for watching. With that, all right, Boobs. I know you got crazy real life shit to do. I might stream later. Make sure to follow. Booms. I know you're a little cranky because stuff didn't go right. But you know what? Sometimes life is hard. Sometimes streaming can be difficult. But no matter what, we have to try our best and keep moving forward. That's how I talk to my little kids. All right. Golden Star, tweet me. I might stream some Fire Pro in a little bit. Boom, boom. Go do whatever a boom, boom does. With that, I am over. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Hey,